This is going to be a market outlook for the coming week. So what is price doing? We are on the weekly time frame, and what I'm saying is price has mitigated this point. I'm still bullish in the coming week because utilizing this important candle, this seems to be our target. This particular one, we're going to change it to target. Then 3 hours. I'm going to adjust this correctly. This is our point where we started the move, and our target should be from here. This should be here. Although it is not quite significant, the difference between that place. But so far as my rule stands, that's where I am looking. So one thing I would advise is pay attention to this level too. This level. I'm going to make this all solid. So let me give a brief explanation of what you can do whenever you come to the chart. So we all know that price moves with structure, right? So this structure, how does it move? It moves in impulse, correction, impulse. Some people call it expansion, retracement, expansion. I even prefer expansion, retracement, expansion. So this is how market move in a bullish market, right? It's the same thing as in the bearish market. You have expansion, retracement, expansion. And in the consolidation market is when the market is moving sideways, right? You don't have a direction, right? So these are the two scenarios at which market moves in a trending market and in a consolidation. So now the question you are supposed to be asking yourself whenever you come to the chart is, what is price doing now? Because you're not trading the past, you're trading now. The only thing that is relevant to you is the past data. What has happened will determine, okay, what is price doing currently now. So if you wonder how I get to mark and adjust this place, this is what I asked myself. What is price doing now? Then I now saw that from this chart, price has already made an expansion, causing a break of structure here, right? So this is a retracement. This is an expansion. Let me put things to add up, right? So what is price currently doing? It's making a retracement. So now in making this retracement, it might tend to continue because what have you been seeing from the higher time frame? Price has been bullish. But so far as I'm concerned, I'm bearish overall from seeing this. Does it mean that because there's target here, it means it's going to break? No. This target now is, should I be buying from here? This is the point I want to chill and see if I'm going to continue with the buy or with the sell. But so far as I'm concerned, from the break of this point here, let me zoom in. From the break of this point, where I'm drawing a box right now, from this point, from this particular day, this Tuesday, 26th, 24th of March 2026, I should be looking for buys, 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 buys. The only time I would be looking for a sell is in points like this. Then I'll take. Then in points like this. This one did not even give me an entry because you need to know which of the shots are more are more like are going to stay long and which one are going to be more brief. So now I know that this particular price is on a retracement phase, and all I'm doing, because it is a bigger time frame, all I'm doing is just trading against trend, which which in the long run is actually creating another structure here. So you are just following this structure up to reach to your key level to sell back to this point. Overall target is here because that's what the trend is showing you. So important candles are the zones I take my entries on confirmation. That's until I see confirmation before I take them from those levels. If price did not give me any reason to sell there, I'll continue buying this thing. Or continue buying this thing. I don't care whether what will happen here. I don't care. If I don't see my confirmation here, we are still bullish because this is the current trend I'm using and it is a retracement. I will just keep on buying until I see something that tells me, okay, it is time to sell. Just because you draw a zone on this chart doesn't mean that price must respect it. That's another thing. Most of us tend to think we control the market. The market does what it wants to do. The one is just be a good follower. Follow the trend. That's a very simple rule for you. Just follow the trend. If it doesn't give you any reason to sell, why are you selling? Let me give you an instance. I told you that unless I will be selling here, right? But I did not see any confirmation here. Let's go to 15 minutes. Look at this. This is a zone on the 15 minutes. Did you see? It gave me a an entry here. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This is a 3-hour zone that I have. That price broke. On the 3 hours, I'm not seeing any retracement. That point. Where is it? This point. Did you see price did not come back here? until this point. So I'm going to extend this to this point because that's where I'm looking to be selling. And look at the time, it's around 2, maybe 12 in the night. So I wouldn't even be on my charts trying to take a trade. So look at this point here. When price finally visited this zone. Hmm? Look at the time. But what I'm saying is not even the timing, it's the confirmation. Because price has been coming up here. I'm not seeing any lows taken. And it's just buying, buying, buying. Then why would you want to sell? Because there's a zone here. Or because you see a bearish candle. Just seeing a bearish candle in your zone doesn't mean that the sellers has completely entered the market. Don't know if you get, but let me use this particular point too as an example. Look at this. I used to preach weeks back. Look at this. This is a zone. After I see this, right? And I see this, and I see price do something like this. I already know this market has flipped. Even if I don't go to lower time frame, I can decide to take my trade here. So one thing I want to also speak about here is timing. Many people usually say wait for certain time to take something, or we take this trade or something, something, something like that. The truth with this strategy I'm telling you is price comes first, not timing. If time should do anything to you in this market, I mean, we're using this strategy, then it should just add volatility to whatsoever you're doing because you're trading what price is printed. You are more reactive than predictive. So whatsoever price is telling you to do is what you're doing. You're not saying they are not more mechanical that let me use an instance. Then I'll look for that block and just buy. You're waiting here, this point, to see what is going to happen. Just because there's an order block doesn't mean I'm going to enter. That's what I'm saying. I will have to wait to see, okay, what is price printing here? How are traders reacting here? If traders are not willing to buy here, do you think I'm going to buy? No, going to sell with them. Take it if it is a liquidity this thing. Let them take it. If they finish taking their liquidity and I see a setup, I mean an entry here to buy, then I'll buy. But mind you, if I'm buying, I only need this. I only need this. So say I have my entry from this line. I'll just get out of here. Whether price takes this place, I don't really care. I can use it as TP2, but my first TP would be within this range because I just decided to create that range so that the problem of people being confused about liquidity could not even affect me. I've learned how to use liquidity, how to trade with it, but I will not tell you that I'm the best person to teach you liquidity. In fact, it is because of liquidity I ran from those whole stress. I just I just noticed that whatever works for you doesn't matter what you know. What matters is what works for you. So just try. Hmm? In as much as you're trying to learn from someone, it's a good thing to have a guide, but also Help yourself. Just because you are following somebody doesn't mean you have to trade exactly the way the person is trading. Because in the end, it's you versus your chart, and that's it. You can be trading the same concept, but your thought process is different. So that's my own view. I think we are still going to be buying. We are still longing this market. So now, immediate point of interest. By the time we come to this chart, maybe by Sunday night, all these things would have happened. I'm just marking unmitigated blocks. So this is point where we are having. So might seem little, but this is a break. So I'm expecting something like this. This may be predictive. You understand? So on reaching this point now, because now obviously we are bearish from this leg, and we are causing. What are we doing? We are retracing from this break of structure right here of this range. So one thing I want to mention again is price is fractal. So whatever happens in the higher time frame happens in the lower time frame, just faster. So whatsoever you are doing here, hmm, just know that after this break of structure, what is price going to do next? A retracement. And let me tell you something. If price hadn't broken this place, I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish. But it has broken it here. So now I now know, okay, the retracement now is valid. So we are going to retrace up to this point. Then if I see any sign of reversal from here, I'm going to take that reversal to the highs, or better still to my point, because now it is going to leave a print. So it depends on what price is going to print here. But overall, this is our target, because we are bullish and we have other area of interest above. So guys, I think this is it for today. I will see you on the next one. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also recommend your trader friends to see my videos if you find this helpful. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.